I'm about to have a conversation with Victor, a 23-year-old medical student who has built an app that is already making money. He built the app to solve his own problem, and it happens that his users loved it.
I think we can now start. So, who are you and what have you built?
Okay. My name is Victor Chidozie from Nigeria. I'm a medical student, 23 years. So what I'm building a project called Quiz Genius. It's a project that is live and currently available to students. So what it does is that it allows students to study better. It basically is a study app that allows students to study better based on a, a few theories that have been proven to work. So active recall, um, um, space repetition, and all those things. So that's what the project is about.
Great, great. Now, what tech stack you actually use in building a particular project?
Okay, the project was built with React and Byte. So, and then that was for the front end. The front end was built with React, and then I built the back end with the Superbase. So we're using Superbase edge functions and yeah, Superbase edge functions and Superbase storage. That's what we are using for the backend.
Awesome. So, how much did you actually spend in building that particular app?
Okay, the the app didn't really like a lot of it was me writing the code, so I didn't really get anyone to do it. I was like writing it myself. The most of the thing we paid for were based on the domain and the hosting. So we hosted on Vercel. So Vercel doesn't really cost much when you host on them. So our domain, I think we spent about 15,000 naira for the domain. So about 15,000 naira for the domain. And also for the other projects we did, I think we spent about 7,000 naira for the other domain. So we are talking about something around 24,000 naira. That would be the total cost if you are trying to remove manpower required to build it, the time commitment and all those things. The actual costs should be around total of 30,000 naira to build the project.
For how long has the app been active?
Okay, we recently launched, I would say approximately 2 months ago or 1.5 months. So it hasn't been long since we launched. So it's active like 2 months, I would say 2 months now.
And how much have you made from the app?
We have made about a total of, if I was to compound everything, it should be around almost 70,000 to 80,000 naira from the app itself. Yeah.
That's impressive. Like you got an idea for an application and you actually built it and you put it into users' hands and now you're making money out of it. That is super great. So what triggered the idea for you building that particular app?
Okay. The idea has been on my mind for quite a while, actually. Because last year I was reading this book. This book that was I think it's called Educational Objectives. So it was based on some teaching principles that I have been like learning about. And then also since I recently wrote my MBA exams, so when I wrote my MBA exams, I figured out that, it's actually possible that these MBA exams would have been easy for me to write and pass if I kind of applied those principles in the book. So I was like, okay, if that's the case, why not I just build an app that applies all those principles. So that was what investigation. It was like something that was in my mind. It was like incubating and then I said, okay, let me just build this project. Let me just build it. And actually, it has been a successful project because I know that when something is useful to you yourself as a user, there will be other people that will also find the same thing like very useful to their own livelihood. So it started like I wanted to make studying easier for myself, and so I had to build a tool for myself to use. And because it was useful for me, it was also useful for also a lot of other people. That was the thing.
So basically, it was a problem you were facing, and you decided to solve your own issue, and it happens to work for other people.
Exactly, exactly.
That's very, very impressive because building an application, just moving it from your own machine and then getting it into users' hands, and then they paying for the product, then that means that there's something working there. So how do you plan on marketing your product?
Okay. The current marketing plans, we started from a Discord group. So there was a Discord community already where the whole idea was like accepted. So we started marketing on the Discord community. That was where we got our first two paying users on the Discord community. And that was not in Nigeria, actually. That was US based users. Then we are also actively marketing on WhatsApp and Facebook. And I think what I plan to do in the future is we are going to use TikTok marketing, TikTok, and then TikTok and Instagram. So I'm planning on using TikTok and Instagram since TikTok is you highly when it comes to marketing. So our current marketing efforts have been mostly based on WhatsApp, Facebook marketing, and it has been organic also. We are word of mouth, reposts, referrals, all those kind of local based marketing. But I think as time goes on, we would be able to scale up our marketing and get more people to try out our app.
Wow, that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. Um, Getting to build this particular idea and then pushing it out there. Getting people to know that your product exists is also very important in this process because building the product, if people don't get to hear about it, it's really be difficult to find users that can actually build the product. So taking that approach, I think that is really good to do that. So what advice would you give to anybody that has an idea and they are being hesitant to actually build it and then put it into users' hands?
Okay, I think the most important thing is to actually build the, the product and launch it. I think that I believe in this principle of launching fast because I know when I first launched the product, it actually had a lot of bugs. So most of the time we have been like treating fixing issues, but some of the issues we had, we wouldn't have figured it out if we didn't ship the product into users' hands. So it's very important to when you have an idea, you have to build the idea and then ship it as fast as possible into users' hands. And then the users will now tell you, okay, is this idea valid or is it not valid? So it won't be like, okay, you had this idea, but you got stuck and you didn't really build it, and then you never really knew what would happen. So I would advise anyone that they should, if they have an idea, they should build it. It will be the next big thing. You never know actually.
Wow. So they should ship fast. Anytime they get an idea, they should ship fast. Just build it and then throw it into your users' hands for them to try and. So what's the future plan? What's the future plan for the app?
Okay. We are expanding our marketing. We plan on getting it well set up. There are some important features that we will add later, because the app currently now I would say is still in its infancy. The important features, like I said, is based on the Bloom's taxonomy theory. So the last feature, which will be the final feature, would be one that will allow people to work on projects. So which is called creation. You can be able to use the app as serve as a guide to create projects for yourself. And then as you are creating the project, the app is able to like guide you and you know um gaps in someone's knowledge. You should be able to fill those gaps. So we are also planning to make it available to a lot of users in Nigeria, especially students in secondary school and the university too. So we'll be expanding and we'll be getting more. There will be incentives also to help publicize the project. So as That will be depending on time as we scale and get more people.
Oh, that is so great. I'm happy to have this conversation with you. Eh, Thank you so much for accepting to do this with me. Um, we really appreciate you and we are wishing you good luck on your app.